What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Family. Hey, come on in here, family. Come on in here tonight. Thanks for chilling with Teddy Ray on the Facebook Live, YouTube, and the Block 105 FM. I got a good one tonight, man. I got a good one tonight. Looks like the devil is trying to be messy tonight, but we're going to go on and go on. And not on my watch, not on your watch. Not on my watch, not on your watch. I got a real good one tonight here. So come on in here, family. You know what? I see the guests here ready here. Let me go and see if I can get her on here. 1 second here. 1 second here, family. 1 second here. Let's see here. Are you on?
I am on, brother. How are you?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? What's going
Oh my
on?
goodness. I am super excited. You see that old devil trying to be
Yeah,
mad, trying
yeah.
to.
Now, first of all, like I said, I built this platform to give people their flowers, man, and let them know they inspire me in so many ways. I said to all the female guests, and I wanted to see if you agreed or understood it. You don't have to be a man to inspire a man, if that makes sense to you.
Come on, that makes. I would hope not.
Well,
Oh
let
my
me,
goodness.
family, let me go on and give you a formal introduction here. Family, tonight, my guest tonight is from Beaumont, Texas. She is an award-winning spoken word artist. She's a mother, she's a grandmother, she's a community activist. She has been working in the school district for decades. And she also has a heart for children and the teachers that pour into the children. Family, I introduce to you tonight, Miss Treva, Hispoet Johnson. How you doing tonight, family?
I am doing well, brother. Thank you so much for having me on this amazing platform. So happy that we were able to connect. And thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
You know what? I remember when I spoke to you earlier this week, I told you that and that's why it goes back to what I say all the time is your character is more important than your reputation.
Come
Uh,
on.
when I saw you on one of my good friends' podcasts, Speak of Vegas, I said, man,
Yeah.
listen, I gotta have her. I gotta have her. I gotta.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
well, before I jump in anything, how are you doing? How have you been?
Oh my goodness, a lot. I am well. I am often amazed by the presence of God in my life and just how He moves. But I have recently moved into a lovely home that God blessed me with, and just taking one day at a time, and relying on Him and thanking Him for His grace and mercy, and most of all His love. For real.
Come on now, come on now. Don't get me started too early in the show. Don't you do that. You know what, though? I think this first question gonna get me started anyway. My
Come
first
on.
question is, who is Treva, his poet Johnson?
Oh my goodness. Well, um, I'm a lot of things, but the core of who I am is a very eclectic woman.
Mm,
Um, Woman who appreciates beauty. I appreciate art. I'm a deep thinker.
mm,
Um, I love, my love is for real. Like you in my circle, like that's just it. I'm not gonna always be in your face.
yeah,
I'm not gonna always probably be on your telephone line, but just know that you with me, you okay, and I got you. And when you do call me, I'm here. Seriously, you know, I've been through a lot of challenges in life, and so I could use a lot of that to define me. But this year, actually, I've been thinking about it more this year, but it began last year. I began to recognize my identity outside of pain. I began to recognize my identity outside of the things that I've been through. And I gave myself grace and permission to move forward in spite of the things that happened to me in the past. You know, um, a lot of times people, even healed people, they just don't let it go. They don't fully heal. They don't move forward without that infecting every part of their life. And so God has been my counselor through everything I've gone through, and He has taken me through some very um, wisdom laden paths.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? And I like what you're
You
talking
know?
about. I like what you're talking about when you're speaking of grieving and whatnot. A lot of people associate grieving. As soon as they hear the word grieving, they think about death. Grieving doesn't just
Yeah,
come with death, you
sure
know.
doesn't.
So,
Mm.
and I said this before. I was on the show before, and we were talking about grieving at people's own pace. You
Yes,
know, that's very important. I was hearing how you were kind of putting yourself in like solitary confinement with mentally so you can
yes.
get yourself back together. And that's very important. So I like that you brought that up here. I got a question for you as well here. I got some real good questions for you tonight. I
Look,
want to
I'm
know.
ready.
I want to know.
I love good questions.
You know what? This one gonna dive into. I know this is gonna touch you because I already know what the answer is. Uh, what's the meaning behind his poet?
I am His poet.
Yeah,
Most High, Jehovah, Yahweh.
yeah.
I am His poet, and I wrestled with God over that name. I was at first when I first started. I started writing at a very young age, and
Mhm.
I stopped at like 15, and I went on to like the arts, like painting and drawing and different things like that. So from 12 is when I kind of stopped, and no, 12 is when I stopped, and like from then on, it was just art. And then I picked poetry back up at 26. Well, I had been through some tumultuous situations in my life. And
Mhm.
so I was Queen J, poet from the streets, because I'm going to tell it like it is, period. That is my mantra. I'm going to tell it like it is, period. And God blessed me with the gift to be able to do so poetically, you know? And so I would, like one of my favorite poems when I was Queen J that I had written is called Victim of Your Hustle. And what that's about, it's about a man who, you know, started out as a dope dealer, but began getting high off their own supply.
Mhm.
And it takes you through the challenges and through the emotions of what happened to this person. And I thought that's who I was, Queen J. I thought I was known as Queen J. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's funny now because in 2010, I was wrestling with the spirit of the Lord, and I kept hearing your name is His poet, and I was like, that sounds crazy. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm Queen J, and I'm sitting here telling God this. No, I'm not. Then I heard you are His poet because you will speak His word.
Come on now.
And
Come
yes,
on.
absolutely.
Yeah. Come
Absolutely. And
on.
yes, Lord. And when I woke up that next morning, Brother Ted, I was His poet.
Come on
And
now.
I've been further. God, look where you are. You're in California, brother. I'm in Beaumont, Texas. And this thing has taken me. God has taken me further as His poet than I had ever gone being Queen J.
Yeah.
And let me it's not even about me. When I hit the stage or any platform, I don't even want them to see me.
Come
Don't look for
on.
Treva. Please don't look for Treva. I want you to hear what the Most High is saying. I take this seriously. Poetry is my life. Yeah, I have a regular job because when you have these gifts of God, you have to be very cautious when you
Come
seek to
on.
please God. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to because the minute I begin to put a dollar bill before His will, hello somebody.
Yeah.
before with a dollar bill before his will. You understand me? Uh,
Yeah.
it's about me. It's no longer about God. It's about me.
Yeah.
And I don't. This can't be about me. People wonder. I write. I have to hear these things. They come to me. These words come to me. I ask God, what do you want the people to hear? What should I say? What should I write? And I'm very, God knows one thing about this. And look, we talk to God, right? I
Yeah.
say, God, one thing about it is I don't want every one of my poems to sound like alike. Because a lot of poets, Christian poets, spiritual poets, they get trapped in a box. And God is no box. He ain't in no box. He is the box getting him. And
Yeah.
if you get in him, you'll see that that box is endless. God has to do with every part of our lives. And so the way he has given me the gift of poetry is I'm able to literally, I'm talking about speak on anything. And God gives me power. I'm telling you. It humbles me because it ain't me. It's him. It's him.
You know what? I love what you're saying about how you, before you even tap into going on the stage, you're asking God to empty you and let him work and let him just let his cup overflow in you before you get on the stage here. That allows self not to get in the way. So I definitely
Mm,
understand what you're saying. I do the same thing with this platform myself. I go into
yeah.
a 5 minute prayer before, and that's why I said I'm just like yourself with my well, I'll call it, it's your God divine assignment that you're on with this poetry and with this spoken word. It is my divine assignment with this platform, So
Yeah.
it's amazing to see how believers can go ahead and empty themselves and just
Yes.
let God have His way. It's just that's why it's definitely. I understand the word sell out now. When you're selling out, when you're sold out for God,
Come
that's
on.
I am sold out for God. My ultimate goal and mission in life is to hear on my last day is job well done, my
Come
good.
on. Woo. That
I'm not worrying about no chatter. I'm not worrying about my
at
haters
all.
because my haters ain't doing nothing but making me greater. So
Thank you.
I just want to encourage you to keep on keeping on. I had a question as well because you about to get me stirred up in my
Come
spirit.
on.
You got to get me stirred up in my spirit. How have you been able to deal with? Have you been able to deal with any kind of backlash? Like you know,
Oh,
how is it? Is there any kind of competitive spirit in this kind of field? Talk about how do you handle that?
so, I mean, when I first, when I w- we were, I've always been, the people who are my poets who I love, who are local to me or far, I know a lot. Um, there was some poets who, when I made that transition from Queen Jamie as poet, they refused to call me as poet, like did not, and
Mm,
kept calling me Queen J or Queen Pen. And they wouldn't, and I'm like, that's not who I am anymore. They're like, oh, I don't care, you'll always be queen to me, and that's, hey, one thing about Treva, I'm gonna let people be themselves,
yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm not gonna bust my head upside the wall trying to make them do otherwise because guess what? You saying you telling me the difference between that is this the catch it. This the
yeah,
catch right here, my brother. See, you think I'm Queen J, but I know I'm his poet.
yeah, yeah.
And he didn't change that. He told me that. And so if you want to consider me or look at me as Queen J, that's cool. But what I love about God is when you remain consistent with Him.
You know what? It
He,
sounds to me like you are going through what is called a shifting season.
oh, it was old. I'm talking years ago. This way back around 2010, 2011, 2012.
As I'm
Oh,
about to
look.
know that you're going through a shifting season right now. I feel in my spirit that,
Oh,
right now, I feel that God is going to have greatness instilled into you on this divine
oh,
assignment here. And I want to let you know that you're going to get some chatter. You're going to get some chatter. I've got chatter in this field as well. You know, I've actually lost friends as a
mm,
platform, because I've committed that this would be a ministry instead of a podcast. It
come
would be
on.
so when I titled this as a ministry podcast, I started to see the difference between friends and associates, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, I get
Friends are going to be down with you from day one. Associates just want to be associated with whatever you got going on.
yes.
So very important, when God is gifting you and blessing you with an assignment, you have to understand the difference between friends and associates because they're there
Mm,
to prey on your gift. Prey. They're there to prey on your gift.
come
And
on.
very important that you be aware of that. That's why, I don't know how important it is to you, but how important is it for you to have a praying village around you?
Oh, it's important. It's extremely important. And let me tell you something. You know who the head of that praying village better be? It better be you. Look here. You better be the head. You better be you. You know? I love when my village prays for me, but guess what? I got to talk to God.
Come on,
It
guys.
got to be me in relationship. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, Real talk, brother. It has to be.
yeah,
He has caused me to now today. I stand so confident. I have received that word of the shift. That is confirmation
yeah,
for
absolutely,
me in
absolutely.
so many levels. And I look at him because I've seen what can happen when God gives people certain things at certain levels.
Yeah,
And I don't I need God to trust me because I trust Him wholeheartedly, and I need Him to trust what He gives me. We are mandated. We
absolutely,
have this gift. You are
absolutely,
mandated. He
absolutely.
gave you this ministry podcast. You are mandated with a commission to do what? Reach the people.
Yeah,
Mm? And,
yeah,
and, and when we reach the people, what do we show them? What do we tell them? Well, I'm simply one thing. We show them how to walk like Christ. It's a lot of talk, but we show them in the way we are, in our dialogue with each other, in the ministries that He's given us. You know,
I totally
um,
agree with you. Yeah,
and
because I've committed myself not to be a stagnated believer.
yeah, I'm telling you, absolutely.
And you have to understand too, when God blesses you, a lot of people that get blessed with a gift, as soon as they get their gift, they feel that they don't need God no more. They.
Hmm,
But you have to understand here that gift is making room for a bigger gift.
come on, what? Because
That
He
gift,
said, hmm,
come, come
come
on.
on now.
Hey,
He
you know
said
what?
your gift will make room.
You
He
know,
said that.
it's in the word. It's in the
It's in the
word.
word, and it's real.
I don't.
Hmm.
And you know what? And I also had a question for you here. I always want to ask you this here. I wanted to ask you on your interview with Speaker of Vegas, but I had got on just a tad bit too late here. But I want to ask you, um, when did you know? I know you spoke earlier about it though, but when did you know that you had a gift of not only poetry but of
Hmm.
spoken word?
When I was 26, 27. This guy I dated, there was this open mic that had started in my city. And so this guy was dating, was like, hey, you should go. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah. And that was it.
Mm,
It took off. I just kept doing it. And it's funny because my dad is a great orator. My
mm,
dad's uncle is the author. So my great uncle is an author and very well spoken. And I love those traits. I love words. I love to communicate. Um, I love to effectively communicate and have real dialogue. And so,
mm,
and I love to dig into things as well. And so I get my gift of writing and spoken word from my daddy's side of the family, as far as that, and I get my pizzazz, I would say, from my mom's side, And God just fused it all together, and just made it me. And it took me a long time to appreciate myself. When I was younger, guess the two things that I used to hate the most about myself.
I got a question for you here. Um,
Hmm.
when you're doing poetry,
Hmm.
has that ever took you back to a moment in life? Um, was that like, is that like in your poetry? Is there part of your testimony in some of your poetry?
Oh, absolutely. Um, I used to hate my name and my voice, and God has used my name and my voice immensely. That's my whole life. And I write. That's how I started writing as a form of therapy of
Mm,
things I had been through as a child. And at 26 is when I actually had a nervous breakdown.
mm,
And I had written this poem about my abuse. And that poem, it was called Sad, Sad Tale. And it was kind of small, but it was the first beginnings of me getting this voice because for years, brother, my voice had been stifled. I would
mm.
not speak up. I was scared of different things. I didn't want to make a stir. I wanted to be a people pleaser. And I'm talking about as a little girl from like 11 on.
Yeah.
I had to have a smile on my face because I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable if I was down. And I spent so much of my life just kind of like not being this person. And then when I wrote that poem and I spoke that poem and it broke something in me. This is why I counsel hey everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I counsel everybody if you've been through something as a child and you've never told your truth, please tell your story. I
Yeah.
don't care who it makes uncomfortable. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It did not happen to them. It happened to you. And you deserve to be free of that. Because I'm going to tell you, until I spoke my truth, I literally thought about it every day until I was 26 years old, my brother.
Mm.
Every day until I wrote that poem and told my parents. Every day I was thinking about it in some capacity. Torture. Be free. Be free. And if you want to start learning how to write poetry, just to be as a relief, contact me. I got
You
you.
know I believe. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I believe all poets, man. They're very they're so talented and so gifted, man. You guys are different. You guys are real different. You guys are tap in to the unknown. When you guys get ready to start writing down and things like that. I had also a
Absolutely.
question for you. With everything that you have going on, how important is your personal peace?
My personal piece is essential. Um, I'm not into not practicing what I preach
Mm,
on many levels. And I believe you must. I don't want to be labeled no hypocrite, you know? And so if I speak of this peace of God and this trust of God and this wisdom of God and this seeking God, then I absolutely must do those things myself
yeah,
and seek it out, including his peace.
yeah,
Me and God will have some conversations. I will straight out ask him, it's so funny, even when we head trip on certain things, and then when we can see the long story, not the little excerpt that we might be going through now, but when you see the long story and how God, I call it God, the click clack. When God put that thing in place, you be like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Only God could have done something like that.
Yeah.
That is the times where when I have worried or did allow my peace to flee or ran it away, I'll feel really silly in those times. And I have to apologize to God because God, you have never left me or forsaken me ever. He promised that.
Yes, he did.
And
Yes, he did.
I tell people, I said, you can look back in your life. I mean, really look back. Everything you sought God for, God gave you a response. And if you haven't received the answer, that's just what it is. You haven't got the answer yet. But when you've been in those binds where you thought there was no other way past that day, look at what he did. Proof right there.
Yeah. 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 Hey, I got a question for you here, because a lot of people think that they are two of the same, and maybe you can help me out with this here. Um, how do you explain the difference between poetry and spoken word? And where are you at mentally with the two?
So, oh, that's a great question. I love that question. So, poetry is the act of writing poetry, writing poems. There's my personal favorite is free verse. But there's sonnets, there's metaphorical poems, there's all types of poems, that one can write. But that's the act of writing. That's poetry, right? Writing. Spoken word is where you allow your words to jump off the paper.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
even if you read, I'm going to say this, I am not a memory poet, my brother. That is not my ministry. You understand me? I write. But God blessed me with this voice
Yeah.
to deliver. I could be reading from the back of a pizza box, okay? And you're gonna feel what you're supposed to feel from the Most High. It's gonna transmit. And so I don't like to get, and that can be a pressure thing because people they feel like if you do spoken word, then you have to automatically memorize.
Yeah.
Everyone's not good at that. It's not.
Yeah.
I was hard on myself for so many years, bro. But you know what? God allowed me to remember. I'm gonna tell you because of the things I went through as a child. There's from like 9 on down. I don't remember anything, like nothing. So God says, you realize there's a part of your childhood that you can't remember. So if you can't remember a poem, don't be hard on yourself. You just do what I tell you to.
Come on now. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It has not held me from any platform, any stage, any gig, anything. I am a believer that God will be done. Where I'm supposed to be, I will. The names that the rooms that my name is spoken in, they are. And where I'm supposed to go, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no notebook, no laptop, no this, no nothing can keep me from it. This is who I am. I am his poet. You worry about, don't you look at the messenger. You better hear the message.
Come, come on now. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Come on.
know. So I want to clear up the speculation today that spoken word does not mean you have to get up there and act like you went to Juilliard and you performing a script. No, you speak from your heart. Even if you look it on paper, you wrote it. It's yours.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So spoken word is what you deliver. Like I said, it's the words coming off the paper. What takes the words off the paper? Your voice.
Mm, mm,
Your voice takes those
mm.
words off the paper, and that's all that matters.
In this, and you know what, in this field, man, I'm curious to hear your answer to this. In your field, what has been the most rewarding thing that someone has told you about your piece?
I mean, the top tier, the top tier compliment that I've heard so many times, like a lot, is I remind them of Maya Angelou. That's
Wow. Wow.
top tier. Um,
Wow.
when people say I'm anointed, I love hearing that because I know that's what God He anointed me to do this. Maya Angelou, I love that woman, and one of my thing is I wanted to meet her before she left there. That did not happen, but I I have her gift. I have that gift, that God given gift, and that is the most top tier compliment that I get so often. I get it a lot. I do. For
That
me, for years, for years, for years. When people, look at Amanda Gorman and they call me and they go, "Yeah, she's good and she reminded me of you, but man, oh, I could see you up there, and I'm just like, hey, God willing." But
you
I'm
know,
gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell some truth in the poem at the White House.
yeah, come on now. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not because you my guest on the show or nothing like that. Um, but you definitely gonna be in some rooms that you would not expect to be in going forward. I just want to let you.
Amen.
You're definitely going to be in some rooms. You're going to be connected with some people. I
Amen.
actually got a request already. As you know, I've already hit my 100 milestone with this podcast.
Yes.
We were talking about, how when God blesses you with something, you feel that you have arrived. But once I hit that 100 episode, I asked God, "Do you have more?"
Mm.
Because I want to
Mm.
continue to follow you. Do you have more? Is there more? Whatever it is, I want to be connected with you going forward. And then, that's what I was listening to you about all these, amazing, accolades and amazing people that are speaking to you about your gifts and how you inspire them in so many ways. And that's how it is when you have sold out and committed yourself to, do kingdom business.
Yes.
You see that that's what you're doing is kingdom business in your community as well. But I also had a question to you about this because I'm in the field with working with kids too. I deal with high risk youth
Mm.
for the state and the county. My question to you is how important are what is it so important that you need to see with these kids? Because I know you see what's going on daily in life with these young kids or whatnot. How important is it for you to do your part?
So my part is to keep showing up. I'm not a teacher.
Yeah,
I'm just always in the schools, which
yeah,
poetry opened that door for me,
yeah,
and it led to other things. And for me personally, to keep loving, keep being that ear, keep having pure intentions, so children will know that you don't want to hurt them. Because
yeah,
kids can feel. And
yeah,
when they feel that they need a confidant, they need people. In this world, we need more people that children can trust. Honestly, because our children have gone through some triumphs and trials already. So many children go through things. And my part is just continue being genuine,
yeah,
continue showing up, um, continue letting them know, hey, I'm here. And I'm working on some things, at the moment that I'm going to be doing with some of the at-risk kids or children who just have some emotional issues and try to teach them how to channel, all that pain and the emotions so they can begin to look at it on paper and then get the courage to one day voice it and then be free, you know. Um, Whatever the situation may be, whether it be poverty, whether it be abuse. People don't understand how hard poverty is on children.
mm, mm,
Poverty is it's tough for the parents too, but for a child that has to show up someplace every single day and be seen school and you're poor and things and you're not kept up, that's hard. It's very hard. And I think that there are many factors of what we need to look at with our children. I think that a lot of parents in this day and age have taken such a consensus to working and trying to build a life and trying to buy their children everything they need. You want this tablet, you want this iPhone 17, you want those Jordans, but guess what's lacking? Real quality time with the parents. Let me read you a bedtime story. Can we pray together? Let's eat together at the table. Let's have a conversation. Tell me, how was your day? What's bothering you? That's not happening in this generation, in
Yeah.
this day and age, and it's showing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I asked this question. When I haven't asked a question in a while, but because you were in the, you deal with kids, I wanted to get your perspective on this question. There's no right or wrong, and there's no bashing or anything, but I just wanted to get a percentage just to see, where we can get the connect back. But
Yeah.
if you had to, what percentage would you give fathers
Mm.
blame for the way that the youth are currently?
Honestly, I'm going to say it's 50-50, and I'll tell you why.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Because in most cases, I'm going to say 95% of the cases, because you have certain things like abuse and rape and things like that. But in 95% of those births around whatever the world where people are men are not taking care of their children, there was a woman who decided to lay down with this man who's not taking care of his children.
Mm. Come on now. Come on now.
You
Tell it.
understand? So,
Tell it
so
to
yeah,
me.
we have to be fair. It is. I was never one for child support. For
Mm.
real, it wasn't my thing. It wasn't. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, why should I have to go and get somebody to make this man take care of his kids?
Mm. Mm.
He should want to take care of his children. What's broken in you that you don't want to take care of your kids? You don't want to see their report card. You don't want to see their progress. You don't want to see where they slacking. You don't want to. I mean, seriously. You have a lot of women raising, and then you have this thing too where I've seen it.
Yeah.
She mad at him, so the kids can't see him, and you giving this man, excuse my language, hell because he don't want to be with you no more. And now
Yeah.
the children become pawns on the chessboard or checker pieces on the checkerboard, and you moving them around like this, and the poor baby is suffering because then you have a woman most of the time who is going to try to turn on their semi-masculine button, thinking that they'll be able to handle their son. How do I know? Because I was her. Hello.
Mm.
You
Mm.
understand me? I was hard on my son. Too hard. I'm going to say that. I
Yeah.
was. Because I never had been a man. So my idea of a man was simply be stern, whip him into shape. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, it's a person who needed some guidance to, and thank God, my son has a lot of children. He does. And he takes care of them. And that's a whole other podcast, probably 2 hours if we talk about all that. Okay, and I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna leave it right there. He's not in the streets. He works. You know, he's a good guy. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but who is? Mhm. And but he's with his children. And I am that parent. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna be right there. But it took me a lot to realize, and I had to think. So, men, we absolutely need you in the household, not just for the boys. Because guess what? If you don't go along and teach your daughter her value first, you leaving it in the hands of some other ninja to do it before you do. And then if she's seen mama go through things And she might just believe that's the standard. And it's not. The Father puts the standard. The Father sets the standard. He does. He's the foundation. He lays that law in the household. He teaches manners. He teaches, lessons that a woman cannot teach. And some of my sisters might be mad about that, but that is the truth.
Yeah.
It's real.
No, yeah.
And
Let's, we're gonna let's keep it 100 now.
mhm,
Uh, there shouldn't be any bashing just because you're getting worked out. There should be no bashing to the kids about the father as well.
never, never. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real. Can I be real with you,
I
brother
don't care
Ted?
if you guys didn't work out. If you was grown enough to have a baby with him, then you should be grown enough to talk and speak highly about that gentleman, man.
That's right.
And
Let me
there
tell you,
should
with my
never be
children,
any bashing at
right?
all.
My sister girl, myself, was looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real with y'all, because there's no shame in my game, because I know who I am in me and in God.
come
Okay?
on, come
I
on.
have three children. Three children.
Do you
Three.
have a church home?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a church home?
Do I have a church home? Not yet. I
Oh,
don't. I go to church online, but I don't have a church home yet. I do not. Not yet, brother. I'm
got
praying on it. I
uh,
am.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's what it is, because baby, I be in my word all the time. He speaks to me. He does.
I hear it
But
in
with
you.
my children, their dads were not around like that. And you know what? When they would come to me and ask me things, you know what I would say? I would say, well, even if they were mad, I'd say, no. I said, why don't we pray for him first? I said, because guess what? We go through things because you live with me. I said, we don't know what he's going through. I mean, knock on every kind of wood in creation. I would never down talk to me. I would not.
Yeah.
Because, and because of it, even though my son didn't have a really close relationship with his daddy coming up, him and his dad are extremely close now. Like
Mm.
they live in Dallas together. That's where I'm here to pick up my other granddaughter, but they live in Dallas. They're always together. And, if the relationship got bad, it wasn't on me. I was very open, I did not bash. You shouldn't do that on both sides.
I
You
agree.
know, them
I agree.
babies don't have nothing to do with how you feel. Nothing.
I agree.
He wasn't all that when you laid down. He wasn't.
I agree. Well, you know what? This part of the interview I'm excited about, man, because I get to hear your gifts and the family members do as well. Uh, Family members, now is a time that we are going to be blessed with some. I mean, however you want to do it, you have the floor. But just save minds that I sent you a request for last.
Okay.
You can do however you want. Family member, I'm just going to sit back and let God have His way in her and listen to this gift. So, family members, I introduce you again. Treva, his poet Johnson, finna bless us with some spoken word and some poetry. You know the floor.
Thank you. So I'm going to do two pieces. I will save your piece for last. Okay. One piece I'm actually going to be doing tomorrow at the NAACP. There's a vigil that we're having out here in Beaumont tomorrow for all of the families who have lost so many of their loved ones to violence. It's pretty bad in my city, like terrible.
Mm.
And God blessed me to be a speaker and to be an MC for the poetry section. And I've been working on this poem. This poem was old, but God brought me back to it to revamp it, and I don't do it a whole lot. So I've never done this version, so I'm gonna do this. It's called For a Time. Okay. Slavery, 1619. It was heavy and cold. The suffocation was bold. We had no idea what was happening. Thought our days were done, no cap and chains. Painted red, white, and blue. These people spewed hatred on cue. We didn't know what to do but survive. We've lived so many lives, now we strive for our real truth. I can hear my ancestors saying, why did they take me? Sought to remake me, make me forget me. So many books written of, songs sung of black he and she and we never got one cent of royalties. We've been covered in stains of black and white, called us hideous on sight. Born with sacred jewels from the crown of our head to the bottom of our feet. We are the axis where tragedy and triumph meet. Look at our eyes. Never wanted to compromise our strength without their chains. Anger ran through our veins. Behold my unnatural indignity. The tragedy, I only found branches of my family tree. Black Wall Street, 1921. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Humanity gave a cold shoulder. We just can't forget the lynchings with witnesses trapped in our minds. Heard the story 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 times. The businesses, the schools, the homes. We were free. We were America and her dream. Followed the rules, paid the dues. What we had was good, built up the neighborhood. We had our own stuff, and no one had it rough. Demonstrated how we consistently rise. Veneration within us resides. Not everything goes to heavenly skies. Some of it eternally dies through ignorance and hatred. Us doing well, they wanted to erase it. Our legacy crushed into ashes that mold into dust. Some of it will never live to breathe again. Success back then was a deadly trend. The harvest of 1921 was dug up from the roots, envious of our abundant fruits. Black comfort made them transgress. Past trauma brings future distress. The hood 2020 something. They played and picked and drove a stake until we clicked, but we didn't click on our oppressor. We chose to murder our ancestors' predecessor. Now I can see the fluidity of the slave master's master plan to have us killing us, shedding our blood by our hands. Black bodies, smoke-filled ornaments. We wanted the white pill, choosing our own detriment. From the streets of Beaumont, Texas to Columbus, Georgia. They conditioned us to care less. Let me scold you. Hanging ropes with dope made stitches get stitches while the world watch black folks experience cultural glitches. Gunshots ringing is the new ice cream truck. The hood seems trapped in oppression. It's stuck. Look at the pain. Why kill your mirror image? Look here. I need you more than Papa. I need spinach. Keith Johnson was shot in the back of the head at the age of 24. He died in a Dallas trap house. Couldn't believe they said my nephew's death was suicide. I had to say goodbye much too soon, heartbroken. Was he another hood lesson never learned? Golden token? Before I release my pen, there's a question buried deep within. When will we do the unconditional? Us loving us, no subliminal. His story is criminal, chains no longer around wrists and ankles. It was the mind they aimed to entangle. Plots more deceitful than star spangled. God be the final judge, but your heart, I want to nudge. When we see us, don't hold no grudge. I love you day and night. Black man, black woman, black baby, love on sight. There's so much of us they want to keep divided. But listen to me good, the story is one-sided. Slavery is not where we started, and it is not where we will end. I counsel you to seek most high so you will know where we begin. Thank you.
My goodness. And you say you ain't get that piece in a while?
In a
Man,
while.
that's a, that's a classic. You want to go ahead and put
Thank
that
you.
in the archive now. Go on, put that in the archive. Come on, do that one. That hey, man, that that spoke volumes on so many levels, to be honest with you. That
Thank
spoke
you.
volumes on so many levels. I love that one. I might have to snatch that one from you.
Yes, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love that. I love that. Family members, I hope you guys is blessed with that one. Now, this is mine now, right?
This is yours. Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something. And I don't care because I didn't get the memo about men don't cry. Uh, when I heard that, I broke down.
My God.
Yeah. Broke down, man. That is so anointed, man. And you have no idea. You speak to so many people in this one that's coming up now. Because
Amen.
there has been times where a lot of us don't feel like ourselves, you
Yes.
know. We don't feel like we matter, we don't
Mm.
feel like we exist, we don't feel like we fit in, so this right here, man, go ahead and talk about this one, man, and bless the family members with this one because this is my favorite, man. This is my favorite.
Amen. I simply asked God, I said, God, what do you want me to tell your people? And he said, I want you to write a poem showing them themselves,
Mm,
how he sees you.
mm,
And it seems like it was so simple and it started off from that whole thing. Look at you. But God took it a whole other way and it is a testament to everyone who hears it. I am a firm believer that if you hear my words, you are supposed to. And there is something that is going to bless you in those words in some capacity. That is my ultimate God. It has to be something they need. Um, give me whatever they need so they can hear it. And it can help. And that is what he's done. And so this poem, look at you. A lot of men tell me they love that poem.
love it.
They love it because I think a lot of men don't get that type of
Support,
know
support.
support. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
they don't. They
yeah.
don't. I think one of the biggest misconceptions that we have are men are machines, and men are not machines. They are human with
No,
human feelings and human minds and human interactions and human situations, and they are not these built tough machines that stuff don't bother. They're not. I
yeah.
think we have to break out of that. And so I am, and having my son and watching the things that I thank God, I have one son, and
Mm,
watching the things that he goes through as a grown man gave me such a different perspective
mm,
on men. And I learned a lot through the things that he was going through. And God blesses me to counsel him, which is one of the most proudest things I could do is to have my son come to me as a grown man and be like, say, Mom, this is what's happening. And he trusts me with that. But men need that support.
ah,
And so
yeah,
often they don't get it without being, oh man, you got a man. No. You know what I'm saying? No, that man needs something. And he deserves what he needs,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So this poem, I'm so glad that it blesses a lot of gentlemen, a lot of
Hold on, give me a second here. Let me get myself together again before you announce the name of this poet and before you start, because it touches my soul to the core so much every time. I can't even tell you how many times I've replayed that message, man. I can't even tell
oh
you because it took
wow.
me to childhood trauma that
Come on.
allowed me to be the man that I am today. If I can be honest with you, you know.
Excellent. Come on.
So I'm go. Is what is it? Love. What is it called again?
Just look at you.
Look at you. Family members, look at you.
Look at you. Look at you. You're beautiful. I'm serious. I've never ever seen anyone quite like you. Your existence so true simply because you are you. You're beautiful. Your stride, your glide can't be denied. Completely original by celestial design. Baby, please don't hide. You're beautiful. There are parts of you which contain great wealth. And if you ever get sick, the power is inside you to heal yourself. You are not a machine, so make space for your mental health. You're beautiful. Feed your spirit well and stay ready to take a stand. Created in the heavens, more international than faraway lands, your faith may move mountains, but there is still work to do with your hands. You're beautiful. It's not your face or your way. Authenticity never needs to plead a case. This is no attempt to stroke no ego. These affirmations upon you I must bestow. Your gift, your love, your smile is the answer to someone's prayer. I know you're beautiful. It's not the shade of your skin or the house you live in or the car you drive, regardless of your size, no matter the texture of your hair, that's neither here nor there. That you've got eyes to see and ears to hear, wonderfully made. No need to fear a vessel with the capacity to hold a consistent increase. You are God's masterpiece. You're beautiful. Nature stands at attention, consistently giving God honorable mention, saying, they are so beautiful. Nature echoes, God didn't make any mistakes. Can't you see? You are the way you were born to be. Simply beautiful. Look at you. Look at you.
My God, man. I had a question here because while you was speaking, God just told me that you need to connect that message with group homes, with
Mm,
with churches that are dealing with the youth in the church. Uh,
yes.
it's time for that message to be spoken to these kids that feel like they are not, even in juvenile. I can see you doing those in juvenile halls to these kids. That message
Mm,
that would be so powerful though, because a lot of kids have not even took the time to look at themselves.
they have not.
They have been
They,
moving too much in life, whether that be going from group home to group home to group home to group home, and they have
yeah,
never had the chance to just sit back and just look at themselves.
look at themselves.
Look at
My God.
this. They had enough time. I don't even think they have enough time for someone to look at them because they're transitioning all over the place. So I just feel that your ministry, I feel that your ministry
Yes,
is bigger than just going, doing spoken words here and there. I get that it's time to step out into the unknown. See,
amen.
God will make your uncomfortability comfortable. All he
Yes,
wants
come
is a yes.
on.
All he wants is a yes. So I'm encouraging you. I am encouraging you because it is so powerful. Those words that are in that look at you, man,
Yes.
you are saving so many lives.
Oh, amen.
You will be saving so many lives
My
presenting
God.
that to the youth.
Yes.
You know, uh, um,
you're going to
I'm
do
going
that. Thank
to.
you. I received that. Thank
Man,
you.
listen. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've looked at the percentage. There's so many kids that have self doubt.
Yeah,
Don't feel like they even are. They feel outcasted. If that makes sense.
that's right.
Man, hearing those words, man, I'm telling you, those words are so powerful. Even for adults, it's powerful because you have some adults that don't even have time to sit back and look at themselves
Ooh,
because they're just life be lifing. Life
life.
be lifing, and all it takes is one divorce, all it takes is one
Mm,
breakup, and
yes,
you doubting yourself. You're doubting
yes.
yourself. You're doubting your value. You know, and that's what I keep, and that's what God keep bringing in my mind and in my head right now is that message that you're saying is telling kids that they are valued.
Come on.
They are valued. So
Yes.
we want to encourage you to keep on being a beacon and being a light, and let that light continue to shine, so people can
Mm,
still be gravitated to you and see God and not Treva.
come on. Come
That's
on.
the
That's
goal.
what I need right there.
So, man, listen, I knew that this was going to be a great show. I knew that you was going to come in here and bless the people as well as myself. Uh, Please, after the show, if you don't mind, there's a lot of comments. Please respond to them. Also,
I
put in the
will.
comment where people can, watch you, or if people want to book you, because I'm actually going to go ahead and book you. I'll be tapping in with you.
All right, brother.
I don't know if
I'm
you can
coming.
to California, but if you fly to California,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
I definitely want to take care of you, and I want you to come out here. I'm putting some things together. Me and my
Okay.
queen is putting some things together. That my queen is, she's my manager now, so she's having.
Amen. I love that.
Oh yeah. I got to keep it in the family, man. I got to keep it
I've
in the
been to
family.
New York, Seattle. I've tap danced around California. I know it's something that God has for me in California.
Oh
I
yeah,
know it.
oh
I've
yeah.
never been, but so look, I will jump on the plane quick.
Well, you have my word, and that's exactly. I'm gonna put something together. I'm gonna talk to my pastor.
Okay.
Because I definitely believe that would be something that would be so inspiring and so encouraging to these youth, man.
Amen.
And I'm just trying to do my
And I
part.
do workshops too.
Oh yeah,
So we'll have to talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
definitely, well, you family now. You can't get
Yes.
rid of me. You can't get rid of me. You family. You
Come
know.
on. Thank you, God. Amen.
I want to say thank you for putting your Saturday night to the side, and for your yes as well. I'm glad,
Yes.
and I don't say this, to try to be funny or anything, but I am so glad and grateful and thankful that God continue to shed a light on me that allows people to come on my platform,
Come
and
on.
tap into those dark places, man, that they would never
Yes.
do. So I want to say thank you. You have the floor now. If you have any encouraging words you want to leave, or if you want to put out your promotions for anything that you have going on, you have the floor now. But I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, brother, thank you for having me here. I want to thank, this is just an amazing platform, such a blessing. I thank you for the words that were given, from God tonight. I received, and I am so just blessed, abundantly blessed. You guys, I'm his poet. You can find me. You can Google me. I have two books that I've written. I'm working on other things. If you want me to come out, I will come. I go where God says. Um, and my positive words for you tonight. In a world where I know, when you read the Bible says, as lawlessness abides, the hearts of many will wax cold.
Mm, mm,
So, but what we're not told on the flip side of that is if your heart has not waxed cold, how hard it is to watch some of the hearts that have. So my wisdom to you is tonight is to protect your heart.
mm.
Let God continuously fill your heart. Pray for a heart like God.
Come on
And your
now.
compassion will begin to increase for the things going on around you. You will begin to have wisdom in how to deal with certain situations. Don't let this world fool you. Don't let this social media fool you. You be genuine and have your intentions pure. Because guess what? Why is it so important when God says, God, no, I know your heart? Because He does. He knows those times where we might do something that it might look good, but in our heart we really didn't even want to do it. But do you know you won't be charged for what you did? You'll be charged for how your heart really felt.
Mm, mm.
Don't allow your heart to wax cold. Do self checks with God.
Come on
Ask
now.
God to help you walk like Christ
Come on.
now, because lawlessness is abiding, as we can see. So how do you hold on to yourself? How do you work out your salvation with fear and trembling in this world? You hold on to your heart. You ask God to give you His heart. And I promise you, stay integral with pure intentions and be genuine. And I'm telling you, you will never fail to be aligned with Most High. And that's going to take you places where you could never have gotten on your own. Honestly, that's how I got.
Come on now. Yeah. Good thing. Hey, because I feel that, because I say it all the time. Stay yourself before you sell yourself.
I'm seriously, indeed, indeed, brother.
But I want to thank you again, man, for putting your Saturday to the side now, and you be blessed now.
You too, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. And please, I hope to hear from you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.
Yeah, keep in touch, please.
All
Definitely.
right. Wonderful, brother. Thank you.
All right. Family, family, family. What a great show, man. What a great show, man. Shout out to my special guest tonight, Treva, Hispoet Johnson, for blessing me and blessing the family members tonight. So encouraging, so inspiring, man. I hope you got blessed just like I did tonight, man. I'm still messed up from that last poet, man. I love that. But again, shout out to my guest, Ms. Treva Hispoet Johnson, for blessing me and blessing the family members. Until next time. Family. God bless.